Live from Garry O'Neal Studios in Baltimore.
You're listening to the See.Plan.Do show with Garry O'Neal.
All right, here you go. Jay.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Happy Pod Day! Yeah! What's going on, everybody? What's up? Welcome to the See.Plan.Do show with me, professional mindset coach, business coach, social media strategist, relationship coach, entrepreneur, all the things you can read on my bio, Mr. Garry O'Neal Jr. And as always, when you see me at your local jazz fest, enjoying the scenes and moving and grooving, please don't forget the junior. Shout out to Pops. And we have another Power Pack podcast, season 6. We're still in season 6, episode 137, entitled Act Out. And in this episode, I'm not talking about acting up meaning violence. I mean acting up where we can talk about acts of kindness and those random acts of kindness and how it can help us and other people. All right. So I want to talk about why acts of kindness is important. I want to go over what we can do. I want to talk about the current NBA finals, as well as just being able to get back in the swing of things. Right. If you guys have been following me on socials, I have been undergoing my own 6-week journey entitled The Six. And so it's been really, really great. So can I get to my shout outs? People that are my OGs, my day ones, people that have been watching and listening and seeing the transition from A to B to C. Thank you. Executive directors, OGs, day one, A1 listeners. People that are watching this or listening to this for the first time, thank you for stopping by, as well as people that are inside the U.S., outside of the U.S., wherever you are, whenever you are, however this happened. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule and being able to check the show out. All right. This would be a great time to say, hey, if you're not following me right now on socials, please check me out. All right. And that way, if this episode or any episode resonates with you, please share, comment how you feel about it. All right. So you'll start seeing, if you're my day one A1s, if you've been watching the show, you'll start seeing a couple of different streamlined to make things a little easier, to make things quicker, to make things more efficient. All right. So we got our shout outs out of the way. Can we get to our See.Plan.Do moment of the week that's entitled by Heart Savers Maryland? And Heart Savers Maryland is your premier CPR first aid AED training company. So if you're looking to get trained for your job, your career, if you're looking to learn the skills, please make sure that you check them out on the web. Heart Savers, HEARTS, AVERS, MD.com. HeartSaversMD.com. All right, check them out on the web. Get that training in today, those life-saving skills. Those trainings today. So here is your See.Plan.Do moment of the week, sponsored by Heart Savers Maryland, and it's entitled Boxes. So if you've been a fan of the show, you know that as a business entrepreneur, I'm constantly throwing out business ideas, business motivation, tips, life hacks, all those wonderful things. What I want to bring to you today is boxes. If you are an entrepreneur or a budding entrepreneur, I want you to think about your business as a company, and think about how you can have these other boxes stemming from your company. So like myself, most of you guys know, again, I'm a business coach, mindset coach. I'm a motivational speaker. So those are different boxes. I offer trainings and workshops. Those are boxes. A workshop is a little box. Me offering ebooks, which you can buy now. I have a couple of ebooks. That's a box, right? Me offering consulting. That's a box. So when you think about, if you want to grow your business, think about how you can expand and create these other little boxes that come from your business. All right. Can you teach trainings? Can you offer educational material? Can you do these other different things in addition to your one box, your business? Can we deviate and do other things to still support your box, to still support your business? All right. So take a moment and think, what else can I do? What else can I add to my company that can bring more revenue in, bring more eyes to it? All right. What can I do? All right, that's your See.Plan.Do moment of the week entitled boxes. All right, look at what, try to come up with 3 boxes today. All right, so your green light entertainment, the appetizer of the day is brought to you by Green Light Entertainment. So this is wedding season, party season, social and corporate event season. So if you are looking to have an experienced DJ company, please check out Green Light Entertainment. All right. You can check them out on the web at greenlightentertain.com. All right. To get your weddings, your parties, your social and corporate events. They'll all be able to take care of any event that you have. Again, Greenlight Entertainment, greenlightentertain.com. All right. So let's talk about, outside of all the motivational stuff I add to the pod, let's talk about the NBA Finals if you are a fan of sports. So right now, the Nuggets and the Miami Heat are playing. And so, my Lakers are out. They just, unfortunately, they were out-coached and, outmanned, and it just was a problem for them. But right now, the Nuggets are winning 2-1 by the time you listen to this. I think that this is the Nuggets year. All right. Joker is looking absolutely amazing. Murray's come fired up, and they are looking absolutely great. I love Jimmy Butler. I think that he's an amazing player, but I just don't think that they have the weapons and tools that's firing off on all cylinders to be able to do this. So right now, the Nuggets are winning 2-1. So I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction that this ends in 6. Nuggets in 6. And I got Joker being MVP. He's been playing absolutely MVP-ish. He's been playing basketball as a 6'8" man that did not learn how to, dribble and do all those things that you would have to do now. If my son was to get into playing basketball, he plays basketball a little bit, but if he was to get into it, he would immediately have to learn how to bring the ball up. I did not do that. So I was always down low. So to see Joker just being able to get the ball, pound it down low, make the good pass. I mean, he's playing, he's doing all the right moves, making all the right decisions. He's getting triple doubles. I can't see the Heat being able to overcome that. So I got the Nuggets in 6. And, I think that the Heat have done an amazing job, but I think the Nuggets are too much. All right. So that is your sport take. But moving on, let's get to our entree of the evening. And again, season 6, episode 137, entitled Act Out. And I came up with this episode for over a month and a half now. It's actually been over a month and a half now. I have been doing random acts of kindness. Now, I always do it, right? I always do it, but I wanted to be more intentional with having these random acts of kindness that every day for a month and a half, I want to make sure I did some type of random act of kindness. That I wanted to make sure I did that. All right. Just to see how, what would that look like if I was intentional? It's one thing to, hey, let me do something for this person in the spur of the moment, but going out every day, having an intention and, hey, I'm going to make sure that when it's an opportunity that rises itself, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do that. Right. So what have I been doing? Paying for meals. All right. I've been paying for meals. Whether I'm in a drive-through, you're paying it forward, paying for the person behind me. If I'm in the grocery store and let's say the person has a couple of items and I'm like, oh, just ringing this up, doing those things, right? Outside of the meals, offering people compliments. All right. So men, women, whoever, If I see on social media they're doing something, you know what? I'll inbox them and say, hey, you know what? I see what you're doing. Offering assistance. Some of these things I already do, but just being intentional. So paying for those meals, um, giving someone a kind word, being able to offer assistance. You know, those things I have been pretty intentional about for a month and a half. And how does it make me feel? It makes me feel really good. I'm not gonna, I always feel good when you do something like that. But to be able to have an intention to say, hey, I'm gonna go out here and if I see an opportunity to help, I'm gonna do it. It felt really good to have that intention. Just certain things because it makes you realize that hey, people need help, man. People we want help. Sometimes we create a stigma where we don't want the help. We sort of shrug people away or say, oh no, I'm good. But people want the help. Even something as, I think the last time this woman had all these groceries in her hand and she was trying to get the door. So I just reached over and opened the door for her. And she was just so thankful. And I just was like, man, it didn't take anything to do that, So why should we practice and why should we act out with being intentional about offering acts of kindness? It makes the world a better place. There are a lot of things that people are dealing with, that people are going through. And by us being able to intentionally go out here and be able to, whether it's paying it forward, whether it's offering something, you're offering yourself to be able to be of assistance, we are making the world a better place. All right. You can make the world a better place, a happier place for everyone. Pay for someone's meal today. I know I say pay for someone's meal because people are stunned when you do that. Right. But help someone at work, help someone on a project. All right. Ask people, and I promise you, I've been saying this for over 15 years. I will ask someone, how can I support you? Today, be intentional. And even if you put it on social media, even if you reach out to somebody you know and ask them, how can I support you? For 15 years, I've been saying this. I've made it on social media posts, and it'll be an influx of people. A lot of times it may be people just say, hey, can you buy a ticket for this? Or can you do this? Or can you do that? Or can you share this? And I'll do it. I will say the unfortunate thing about that is you get the one and dones. Now, and I'm not going to worry about that because I'm the one that's offering it. But what I mean by one and done is that I have made a post and say, how can I support you today? And I promise you, I'll get 100 comments, 125, 200 comments with people wanting support. Now, some of the support doesn't cost any money. Someone says, hey, can you share my flyer? Boom. Hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Sharing on social media is super easy. You can just do it. I've had some people say, hey, can you buy my artwork? Can you buy a ticket to my show? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I do it because I've asked, right? I think that, sometimes, unfortunately, those people I don't hear from again. I'll do it. And that'll be it. Maybe until the next time I say it. So I've been I haven't been doing it as much as I could, but I've done it. But the last time I did it, which was a little unfortunate, I did voice out about it, is that the last time I did it, I gave a little caveat. I said, how can I support you? And then I said, also, if someone can help them. If you see someone in the comments, say something, offer assistance. And out of all the times I've done this, out of all the times I've asked, hey, how can I support you? This one time that I say, hey, whatever you ask for support, please offer assistance to someone else. That was the lowest post I ever got. And, I went back and I asked people like, hey, what's up with this? Right? Like, what's going on? I've been doing this. And then, everyone's asking, what's going on? And some people like, oh, they didn't see the post. So sometimes people say, oh, I didn't see the money. Well, it seems like when I ask, the algorithm is algorithming that day. But this particular day, it must not have been on the forecast. So acts of kindness help us make the world a better place by us being able to offer ourselves to the world. and then that ignites and assists someone else, and they feel good, and they can keep it going, and they can move it forward. It makes the world a better place. All right, helping others makes us feel good. If you don't believe me, even on a bad day, if you're having the not so great day, offer your assistance to someone else and see what happens. All right, I've done that. I've had a couple bad days within these 6 weeks. Maybe not the best days, and you know what happened? I said, you know what? I'm going to be intentional about helping somebody out. Boom, go from there. All right. The last time I was I was getting my coffee before I worked out, and there was a mom and her son, and he had a donut, and I had an opportunity to get free donuts. I'm not eating those donuts, so I got the donuts. I asked the mom, "Hey, can you have the donuts?" And she was so appreciative. Even offering a kind word, helping my neighbor out with the lawn. He didn't ask me, but just helping him out. You know, offering a kind word or being able to patch things up with my other. I had a neighbor that I was like, oh, you know what? We may not have the best of relationship, but even just having a moment to talk, say, hey, how you doing today? How are you doing today? Just being intentional about those things. It creates, when you start being intentional about those acts of kindness, it creates a sense of belonging and reduces isolation. Right now, we're in such a vast universe and in a world, but we also can feel very isolated at the same time. So by you getting out there, you acting out with this kindness, you have a sense of belonging, and you will start feeling better, and you can reduce isolation, and it puts things in perspective. Right now, today, there have been a pair of tennis shoes that I bought my son that I'm supposed to have been sent back because they didn't fit. Now I bought him other shoes in the time frame from buying these pair of shoes to the next. So today, they're some comfortable shoes. They're like an 11 and a half. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to go down to the area where there may be someone less fortunate and just give them the shoes. That's it. Something keeps stopping me from going back to the store to return these shoes. So I'm just going to just give them away. But the fact that I can have it, in my life, that I'm grateful and thankful that I'm able to put out this, take this box of shoes and just give it to somebody that their shoes may be worn down, or they may be, this can add some type of comfort to them. Puts things in perspective for me, because we think about our lives, we think about the issues and trials that are happening with us. And, when you think about, hey, how can I help other people? How can I be of service to other people? It puts things in perspective for you. Okay. So that's the why. Why should we do this? How can we do this? All right. Got a couple of things for you, and you can make up your own thing. And also, if you're watching this, listening to this, and you are going to kick off some type of acts of kindness event, charity event, some type of event where you're supporting people, tag me in it. I'll show up. All right. How can we do this? Volunteering. All right. Volunteering. You can join a charitable organization. You can create one. All right. I've done several charitable events within my life, whether it was supporting one kid where he needed things for school, or creating a backpack, a school event, a school drive where we're able to get 75 filled book bags and using the community. I'm not a 501c3, but being able to reach out to the community and saying, hey guys, I have these book bags I bought. I would like them to be filled. Boom. People filled them, man. Or peanut butter and jelly challenge. You can look on my page. You can still see that. If you type in hashtag, I believe, if you use the hashtag peanut butter jelly challenge, you'll see it. Over 110 jars of peanut butter and jelly was donated, because I said, hey, you know what? I want to be able to create one bag that has a loaf of bread, peanut butter, jelly, water, and utensils, and give it to a person. And I just put it out there. And man, I had people, showing up, and they, my whole house smelled like a bakery with all the bread that I had. And that was able to feed over 100 people. And I'll never forget this one guy. I said, I always ask, hey, are you allergic to peanut butter? No. Gave it to him. And he said, oh, thank you. I'll be able to eat tonight. And I'll never forget that. I won't. Someone telling you I'll be able to eat tonight. And if you're like me, hey, I'm pretty sure how many vegetables were in your fridge just rotting away, or food that you had, or leftovers. You're like, I'm good. And they don't have that decision. They can't make that decision. So join an organization, create an organization, celebrate somebody, give them a shout out. I do that a lot on social media, shouting people out, assisting someone, whether it's a small business or whatever they're doing. Celebrate somebody. Give compliments to people you interact with. One of the other things I was doing was that, and I did this before, is that when I was walking, wherever I walked, if I was walking past someone, I would speak. And I was a little surprised at how people wouldn't look up, or people would not speak. People look down, and I would say, hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And it sort of made the person, I'm not saying they were scared, but what I'm saying is that it created a thing where now they're interacting. Now, hey, we're in the world. Donate old toys. Listen, man, Logan and Lauren had 1 million toys that they ain't even use. Now that, now we're in such a digital world, Nerf guns and all those wonderful things, being able to donate them. Books. All right. If your children are old and you still got all those old children books, they still good. All right. Find a daycare or, some type of children facility, a center, and just being able to donate things. All right. Paying for, a stranger's meal or coffee. All right. And I've talked about that. That's just something that's so immediate. That's why I've highlighted. It's so immediate if you're able to do that. If it's so quick, hey, can I buy you coffee? And this guy looked at me like, oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? An officer, hey, let me buy you coffee. I don't know what he has to go through today. I don't know what may happen to him. I don't know what's going on in his mental. We all don't know. We all are fighting. Somebody's fighting something, and you don't know. Bringing food to someone. You could bring food. You could bring something. Maybe someone, think about how we were caring for our nurses and during the COVID, it was tough for them, but maybe someone's stuck, maybe you can bring something to somebody, and just saying hello. Like I said, just saying hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. How's it going today? I'm not expecting you to, if you feel scared, don't do it, please. But offering those little bits of kindness can go a long way, because as we do it, we're giving other people permission to do it. So maybe if I say good morning to you, you think about that and you go to someone else and you say good morning, right? Or you tell someone, hey, just pay it forward. Don't worry about it. Just pay it forward. I think that in our world where we're so focused on ourselves, where we're so quick to perpetuate the idea that we don't need people. Oh, I don't need friends in my circle. I don't need this. Oh, my circle of friends is so small, it's a period. All that other stuff that we want to say, it doesn't help us. That we want to become so defensive that we don't offer grace and kindness. And we need it, because we all want grace. We all want mercy. We all want kindness, especially when we need it. So I'm going to leave you guys as we wrap up this episode. I'm going to leave you with an amazing quote that I came across. And it says, if we are asking for the world to be kind, we must first ask what we are doing to add more kindness to the world. If we are asking for the world to be more loving, we must first ask, what are we doing to add more love to the world? We are the vessels for the things we seek. All right, guys, that is the end of this episode. If you like this episode, please like, share, subscribe, and tell someone about it. All right. The See.Plan.Do show is always hot, fresh, and ready each week. Ready to go. So go back. If this is your first time, go back and listen to the other 136 episodes. Okay. All right. And as always, you guys are the most important part of the show. And I cannot express how grateful I am of you when I see the numbers going up, when I see people talking about it, when I see someone reach out to me and tell me, hey, I really like that episode. That gives me a spark. All right. So until we see each other again, guys, because we'll see each other, until we talk again, and until we share those special, special moments again, guys, always remember, see what you want to do in this world. Plan that thing out in this world. And when you look around and you saw what you wanted to do, you envisioned it, you planned it out, nothing left to do, but just do it. All right. Your life coach loves you, man. Hey, reach out to 3 people and do 3 random acts of kindness today. All right. Same life coaching time, same life coaching channel. Yeah. Now, you know what? Don't do 3. Can we do 5? Can we do 5? Let's do 5. Yeah, 3 is easy. Do 5. 5 intentional things. All right. Same life coaching time, same life coaching channel. See ya.